Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Derpify and welcome back to the Grizzly Inkling. So, what has happened since the last episode? Well, there's been a new update for Halloween. This has been 0.8.17.1. What's it added? Well, it's added two new enemies, the skeletons, which spawn underground, and just like the actual golems, the actual like dirt and the stone golems, they will get stronger the deeper they spawn. So as you dig down, you're going to get stronger and stronger skeletons. And these skeletons can also carry weapons, and they can also have a helmet and a breastplate. The next enemy is the zombie. They will spawn underground and spawn in greater numbers at a greater depth. If a zombie bite contacts blood, it can actually infect the gnome. Now, the zombie infection won't kill a gnome, but if the gnome dies, they will turn into a zombie. So basically, if a gnome has been bitten and it touched the blood and it's infected, as soon as that gnome dies, he's going to come back as a zombie. I think that is just amazing. I really love that part of zombies where, you know, if you get bit and you die, you're basically going to come back as one. It's going to be like really, really hard to watch if that ever happens to one of our guys, because we have such a good relationship with all the guys that are in the Grizzly Inkling, all the guys and the girls. So watching them come back and try to harm us is going to be pretty hard. But I think we'll be able to get through it with enough moral support from everyone. And it's just going to be, you know, something we'll get through. There's also been a couple of little changes. The goblins will spawn in greater numbers, but with weaker armor and weapons and lower skills. So basically, there's going to be a bigger swarm or a bigger group of goblins coming in, but they're just going to be, to balance it out, they're going to be a bit less skillful and have a little bit less weapons and armor. And the goblins are also going to spawn with two-handed weapons or two one-handed weapons in addition to the weapon and the shield. So there's going to be more variation in how you're getting attacked from these goblins. In this update, beetles are only going to spawn at depth -10 and lower, and they won't spawn before fall. Mants will no longer show up during year 1, and they've significantly increased the trap damage, so traps are going to be much more effective, and there's been reduced meat from the wild animals. So the developer's done some balance changes and things that he has decided that need to be changed, so I'm all for that. Changing the game is always a great thing, so I'm sure we're gonna have more stuff that's gonna be changed and be like so much better, and it's just gonna make the game a great little ecosystem of awesome with gnomes and enemies and just amazing stuff. So down here on -10, which is the current actual mining operation, we can see we've got like sapphires and we've got copper and stuff all coming out of our branch mining. So we're gonna go ahead and select all of those to be taken out. There's also these emeralds here, which I believe is what they're called. Usually, is sapphires are blue? Yeah, sapphires are blue and then emeralds are green. But that is just the way that it is, because I think that's the way it is in real life, isn't it, as well? So the Great Hall is looking a little bit messy. We're going to want to get some of these stone blocks out of there. So what we're going to do is basically just create a new little piece of crate. Well, that sounds a little bit strange, but do not worry. So we're going to basically place some extra crates into the actual the block stockpile. So the sun is set. We might be able to expect some new enemies coming in. That's going to be very interesting to see how we actually fare up against them. Whoa, Goblin has been spotted, 2 of them. And have a look at, is he got bronze stuff? Two Goblin fighters are actually here. If we have a look, he's got a copper battle axe. Okay, so that's one of the guys, but this other guy behind has actually got something else. Do they both have copper battle axes, or is that... yeah, bronze shield, bronze breastplate, and a bronze hand axe. Let's go ahead and we'll double click on both of them, or not double click, but we'll just click attack on both of them, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out, because he does have bronze this time as opposed to what they had before, which was actually the iron and stuff like that. So we're going to see everyone rush over. I hope, yep, these guys are in position. The marks, gnomes and things like that are up here, and whoa, another goblin has been spotted. Now, one goblin has already died, so that is pretty damn quickly. So here we go. Here's a new addition. We can see this goblin fighter here actually has 2 weapons. Oh my god, there's 4 of them. Okay, so these guys are a little bit weaker, but in these numbers, I really hope I can get... Oh my god, how many goblins are there? There is a ridiculous amount of goblins. We're gonna just let this play out. I think, whoa, he just fell down. Okay, the goblin has died. This guy is like dancing around for some reason. Oh, he is actually fighting one of our... Wait, no, he's not. He's not actually fighting anyone at the moment. We can't see a little fighting symbol above him. And I think just only goblins have died so far. So we're going really well. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God, the goblin has come into here. So, oh, God, we've got to go attack him. So everyone's going to rush in and get him because he is going after some of our workers. That is awful. all of these goblins up here have actually died, so we're going really well. We can see some shooting going on here, and the goblin has died. Wow, what an amazing victory. All of this gear that we have brand new, so if anyone hasn't had the gear that they've actually wanted in terms of weapon and armors, we're gonna have it. And we need to check out the events, what happened there. Let's go to combats, and we're gonna check out the 9th day of spring, which is what it is right now. So Furious versus the goblin. Furious shoots a bauxite bolt from a copper crossbow at the goblin, hitting the left arm, poking the skin, poking the muscle, and poking the bone. And the goblin's left arm is bleeding, and the artery has been struck. Now that was just completely separate from the actual group fight. So Furious has been doing some great work with that actual crossbow. So the Dirt Golem is dazed. Oh no, wait, is that on a separate day? That's got to be on a separate day. So this group fight here, yeah, we can see Numerica swings with her iron hammer at the goblin, hitting the head, smashing the skin, crushing the skull, and crushing the brain. Did we actually get any of our guys being injured? I think it should be highlighted. The goblin kicks Dev Halo, but Dev Halo dodges the attack. We can see, oh my god, our guys and girls are just dodging so many attacks. It's just amazing. We can see Fancy McBigTits kicks the goblin, but the goblin dodges. That's a shame, but Fancy hasn't actually been in the military for terribly long, so we can see all of these goblins had just died and just been completely destroyed. I'm really happy with that. So downstairs in the rooms, we can see another room has actually been set up with its birch plank, so we can go ahead and designate that area for a personal quarter. Now I'm not totally sure who this is going to go to, so I'll just have to check right now. So Furious is going to get this bed. He has been the really great guy. He's actually been firing his crossbow and doing a lot of great work, so we're also going to want to put our wonderful furniture in here, and that's going to include, I think, just the actual torches. All pillars are actually in. Oh wait, that pillars have always been in there. I don't know why. I don't even know why I noticed that, but it was something strange that I noticed. But 4-poster bed, he's also going to get one. So Furious has been doing great work. I think Furious might actually be a she, but that doesn't totally matter because, you know, they're all gnomes, they're all great people, they're all amazing at what they do. We can see someone sleeping in here. Who is this sleeping right here? JLC, you are sleeping with your amazing crossbow. That's just amazing work. So I've had a great suggestion from a viewer, and that is to actually put the main staircase that leads down into the mines actually much closer to the soldiers. So I have like an extra staircase next to them so they can rush down there and take care of golems and zombies and skeletons, because there's a lot more that's actually spawning underground now. So I think if we just go to terrain and we dig a stairs down, this might not actually work at the moment because I don't actually have any dirt under here. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just go ahead and build some more extra terrain, or actually I can just use my hotkey and make any type of dirt and just place it all along here, because I need to basically replace that, and then I'll be able to slowly dig back through it and all the way down to -10, which is where all of our mining is going on, and where pretty much any of the monsters that come from the underground are going to come from. So we need to wait for that to get built up quickly. So if we check up on our stocks for metals, we've got actually 17 ores and 48 bars. So that's going to allow us to create some extra stuff. So if we go to our, that's the armor, we actually need the weaponsmith. Most people actually have copper swords and hand axes and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and create, I think, maybe one sword, one hand axe, and maybe one hammer. And that'll be great. We should also probably queue up a shield. Actually, oh, you know what? I need to cancel all of that because I need to make sure that these are actually going to be bronze. So that's going to take up 10 bars. The hand axe is going to take up 10 as well. And the hammer is going to take up 10. So that's going to pretty much do us for our bronze stocks. But the shield we will keep queued up because bronze shields are going to be a really great thing, upgrading from copper. We do actually have an iron and one bronze already, but they are the ones that we've definitely taken off of the goblins that we've just fought or fought in the past. So along the lines of all of our metals and things like that, we actually need a brand new forge so we can start smelting things much quicker into bars. So we're going to go ahead and go to build, and we're going to go to workshop, come down to metal, and we're going to go to our forge, and that's going to melt our raw metal into bars. Now any plank, I'll basically want it to be pine because obviously our other stuff is getting used for other things. This is going to be bauxite as well because that's our most prevalent type of block that we actually have. And we're not going to be using too much bauxite apart from outside. We're not going to be using too much more bauxite inside because it doesn't look as good, and I think decoratively speaking, if that is even a term that anyone uses, I'm just going to try and keep that out of the Great Hall and things like that. So the storage containers have been placed into here. We can see that has just been lit up, so I hope that some of these are going to be starting moving over from there. I don't know what the priority of blocks are at the moment. They're actually at priority 1. We can probably turn that down to about 2 because blocks aren't super duper important compared to like food and weapons and things like that, so we're just going to leave that there. We can see the tree farm is actually going pretty damn nicely, so we're going to go ahead into agriculture, and we're actually going to cut the clippings before we actually start doing anything crazy here. Now with these apple trees as well, we're going to cut the clippings on those because there's really no... Oh wait, oh god, that's gonna... Oh man, lucky I just saw that, because that's going to cut down all of these clippings, even the ones that haven't grown. So essentially I have to just take out the ones that haven't grown just yet and just leave the trees that have actually grown, because otherwise they're going to uproot all of those saplings and all the progress will be just pretty much back to where it initially was. Now we can also cut the clippings over here, so we're going to have to do some... Well, why is that not... Do I have to go down to the correct level, or... This is the correct level. Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong thing. I was actually on cancel job just then. We need to cut clipping once again, and then we need to come back to cancel job and make sure that those saplings are going to be growing. We're also going to want to cut clippings from all of these birch trees that are over here. It is a little bit far away, but birch clippings and trees are actually in a little bit of a in a minus with, so we're gonna have to just let that happen. Make sure that we get some extra saplings so we can actually continue everything. We can see our trees over here. I don't know if I'm gonna cut these saplings down, so we can just go ahead and probably just cut these trees down for this for the extra pine that we need, because we don't... Whoa, a dirt golem has been spotted, and we can actually see who is this man, who is this wonderful man, Gilbert the minus+ blacksmith. And we've also... It's actually in the middle basically of all our mining operations that are happening, and while the game is paused, I'm going to quickly go ahead and harvest up this extra stuff that we haven't that has just been revealed to us. So we're going to go ahead and get all that. That's going to be fantastic. And basically the soldiers are going to rush down here, but I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm not going to click attack on him or anything so that like everyone just makes it their first priority, because we probably can defeat this guy just with these two miners here. So we can see, you know, they're fighting, they're battling along. We can see there's no blood coming out of any of the gnomes. And actually, well, what has happened there? Is he actually injured? Let's see if Gilbert is actually injured right now. So let's check out his health. Has an injured left leg, head, mouth, and right arm. Wow, I really did not expect that to happen. I really thought that there would be, you know, some miners would be great off. Oh wait, there's actually more than one. There's actually two there. So that's probably the... Wait, is that one dead? That one's not dead. Is that... Oh wait. Oh, you know what? I think it's there. I don't think there's actually a graphic right now, because if we click there, only the dirt golem's right leg is there, so that isn't actually a dirt golem anymore. You can see this guy with his beautiful iron hammer. He's just like walking, making sure that the area is secure, and he's just like, yes, well, I think if the area is secure, I can put my hammer back on my head and just make it put there with super glue. And what the hell? I mean, there's no reason to put like your hammer on your head with super glue. But anyway, we do have this new forge that is coming up here. Don't worry about super glue and hammers, because that's not gonna happen very often here. At least I hope so. And we're also going to need a new carpenter. So if we go over to build, we go to workshops, and we come to wood. Carpenters are very, very important. Any planks we're going to want out of pine, because we are cutting down some pine as we speak. Bauxite is also going to be used for that, so we're going to have two carpenters. I believe this is actually a sawmill right here, and there's a carpenter here, and there's a sawmill right next to them, so the supply can basically move over really quickly. Now the bauxite blocks haven't moved out of here just yet, and these little pieces haven't actually been placed or been replaced with actual birch plank walls. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that, because the birch has to actually grow outside. We can see all of these things have actually been destroyed. Well, not destroyed, they can grow back from this state, and you can just keep on harvesting clippings. But we can see the grass really is not cooperating with us at all. Look, it's just going around the whole edge. I bet it's going to go all the way around the edge and then start growing in, because I really wanted this area to actually be for the extra male yaks. And having said that, I think I did see a yak is born little notification pop up, so I probably do need to butcher some stuff. Here we go. So we can actually cut up goblin corpses. You know what? We're gonna do it, because I mean, if those guys are going to come in terrorized, then we're going to go ahead and eat their food and at least get more use out of their bodies. So we're going to go ahead and also butcher some of these yaks as well. And that's going to be great. We want to leave about... we probably only need like 2 male yaks just left in there. And those great sandwiches are going to be going into there. So I think all of this stockpile must be completely full. So we want to go ahead and check up on our stocks in terms of our actual storage. So if we go here, oh, that's not actually wait, is a crate in storage, or is that somewhere else? It must be in goods. We do have 8 crates that are sitting right here in our storage, so we can create some extra storage space for this stockpile right here, which is going to be very useful. So we're going to go ahead, build furniture, and we're going to place, oh, it's actually got to go in storage. We're going to place some crates down. I think we're going to place like maybe 4 of those crates, because food's really important, and that's just like a really high priority. We do have 1,900 food. That's going great. The drink has been floating around 700 to 800 for the past few episodes, so I'm really happy with that. We don't have to like panic mode or anything, and things are going really nicely. We can see all of these birch trees are getting their clippings removed, so we can probably actually want to place, we want to cut down some more of these trees. Let's go into agriculture and fell these trees that we have actually taken the clippings from, and that's going to increase our pine, so we can go ahead and make all the new workshops that we are making at the moment. And then we're going to want to go ahead and plant some more trees over here. So we're going to go to agriculture, and we're going to go to plant trees. Now, the main thing I want at the moment is more birch sitting in here. Because that's going to be really useful for obviously the Great Hall and the rooms that we are making downstairs. So we're going to go ahead and place that birch all the way in there, and it's going to be a really nice little clump for our tree farm. Basically, it is a tree farm now. I don't have to keep saying new or whatever. And I think we can actually keep placing some extra clippings just where we have cut down stuff. So we'll just go with, I think, any clippings, and we'll place it along here, just where the stuff is getting cut down right now. So that'll get done hopefully in order, and it'll be really nice. And we can see some pillars are in there. At the moment, I mean, the Great Hall worth, it has been going up quite a lot with this birch wood, the birch planks on the outside of it. So I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. However, I will go ahead and deconstruct these torches and get them back in the corners, because here we go. There's like someone's running in here. A beautiful top hat, and he's got amazing stuff going on there. So we can go ahead and just go ahead and build that again. All those torches, doesn't matter which torch it is, because I accept all torches wherever they are, because they provide a very necessary thing. We might actually need a torch out here, because we do have a little bit of a dark area here when people aren't actually running across there. And we should probably have a look at the general area, so we can see that's pretty much lit up the tree farm. But downstairs there are some noticeable areas where it does get dark, mainly in the mining area. Whoops, I accidentally cancelled the torches, but do not worry, because I can always go back to that again. Mainly in basically, I should only worry about having torches in the minus 10 and below depth. So all of these -8 and -6, I don't think I really have to worry about placing torches, because they really just only seem to be appearing in -10, especially the dirt golems and everything else, the skeletons and the zombies. We haven't seen any of them, but we're going to go ahead and mine out some of this copper, which is going to be great. Now, someone did suggest that I can actually, whoa, check out all of this beautiful, I think this is tin, or it could be silver, but I do believe it is tin. Someone has suggested that I can actually leave here's some more copper, beautiful copper, that I can leave more space between all of the branches that I do in my strip mining. Not strip mining, whoops, I called it that again. It is actually branch mining. But yeah, I can, because, you know, it seems to be that the ores and things like that, the actual clumps of ores and the veins of them is actually quite large, so you don't really need to leave. Here I'm leaving 3. I could probably get away with 4 pretty damn easily. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom in actually a little bit, and that's going to be, yep, that's going to be 4 spaces, and we'll extend this one over to there, and we'll keep on make some extra lines for the miners to be doing. So there are the new tasks for the miners. They got plenty to do, and we can actually see there's a lot more of this actual tin here, and there's also, if we look closely, we have to actually zoom in to see it properly. There's also coal sitting next to that tin as well. So we're going to make sure that obviously our miners are usually working pretty much all the time, and this new method is going to be much more effective in terms of how much we have to dig out and how much we will actually have a chance of finding. So that's going to be really great. So back up at the top of the mountain with the castle, we did actually cease any type of work happening up here, because there was a pretty big danger. I'm going to get back to that right now, so we're going to go ahead and that is one level too high. We need to actually go ahead and cancel that job. But we need to deconstruct like all of these stairs, or pretty much the majority of them, and then replace them where they actually need to be so that we can access these areas up here. So we can see there's a floor up here and this staircase there. So we can actually go ahead and just go to actually remove floor along here, and we're going to do this in strips like we did just before, and it's going to take a little bit long because that's just the nature of the beast, but we actually want to go ahead and just cancel the removing of that staircase, because I believe that is, yeah, that is in line to actually go up onto there. Now these little grass blocks here, we're also going to have to go to build and go to terrain, and we're going to make some stairs up. It's going to be obviously dirt, because we have a ton of dirt. So I'm going to put stairs onto pretty much every one of these extra hanging floors, and we don't actually need to take that one out, so I'll go ahead and cancel that job in just a moment, and we'll make sure we get stairs up to all of the other things. So let's go ahead and cancel this job, because that is actually a useful thing, and we're going to go back to terrain and remove all these floors. So the sun has just set on another magnificent night in the Grizzly Inkling. Now we're going to go ahead and go to agriculture and actually fell these trees that are actually up here, because until we get these two little trees out of there, we cannot remove those floors. Now we're gonna start seeing some extra mining going on down here, and there's actually some, we've actually got the see through the walls. There's actually some coal here, so we're gonna go ahead and mine some of that out as well, because coal is always useful for smelting all of our bars. So I want to check up on my stocks in terms of our crossbow bolts, because as always we're going to need them in quite a large amount, because we don't want the actual thing holding our army back to be the actual it's not in armor, it would be in weapons possibly. Yeah, bolts. Okay, so we got 119 bolts. I don't think we're actually gonna have to worry about that for a little while, so that's gonna be really great. So in the last episode I did mention that I wanted to create some lapis lazuli doors here right at the entrance here, but I actually I got mixed up in something and forgot to do that. So if we go into the stonemason, we're gonna be able to create 2 lapis lazuli doors, and that's going to be amazingly done. That's going to get done really quickly actually, because that stuff seems to not take a very long time. We can see dirt is moving into this top stockpile here, and we can see logs are moving into the carpenter. The second carpenter is actually up here, which is amazing to see. So let's go ahead and we should actually check out our stocks and see what kind of stuff we need to be out of the carpenter. So we can see we've got some doors, we've got some tables, some chairs, we got 2 4-poster beds. We're probably going to need more of those, and a little bit more torches, just to, you know, have them in surplus, because why not have that constantly being made. So 4-poster beds, I think we should make like 4 more. It is the 10th day of spring, so we're probably going to be expecting some more guys and girls to be coming in at the end of this or at the start of the next season. So we'll create some extra beds here for the community area. We'll go ahead and create probably just some crates and some barrels. We want to actually spread out some of these tasks between the 2 carpenters, because this one doesn't actually have anything going on inside of it. So torches we're probably going to only want out of pine planks, because we want the rest of the planks to be used for much more important things, like value increasing blocks and things like that. So over here next to the wheat farm, we've actually got a raised area that's not being used at all, and basically I'm going to want to go ahead and deconstruct both of these torches, and then we're going to go, that was playing the game. Okay, so we're going to want to go to terrain, and then we're going to want to go to actually dig down and make it a ramp down. Now this is going to be, we need to actually go down to the correct level, which is this one. Yep, so we're going to highlight all of this to have a ramp down. Now this is the new method that the viewers of course taught me, because the viewers are amazing people, and basically you make ramps down, and then from that you just remove the ramp. So that gets rid of all the hassle that I went through with the castle, and you'll see that in action probably in the next episode, in fact, because I've been recording for quite a while now. So I want to thank everyone for watching. This is the Grizzly Inkling, this is Gnomoria, and this is always a good time, so I hope to see you next time. My name is Derpify, and I'll see you. Oh no, a goblin has been spotted. Here we can see he's all set up with 2. Oh my god, he's actually up here. No, this is terrible. We're gonna have to see and then start the next episode. I really hope that none of these guys get killed, because, you know, they're so important. I need these guys to be doing what they're doing. They're so important for the whole gang, the whole crew, the whole kingdom. So I'll see you guys next time.